Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, doing a podcast style video talking about the Niners and Broncos, their joint practice session that they had today on August 16th. Just going to be doing some highlights, some injury reports happening for this. It was a pretty good time for the Niners. Jimmy Garoppolo, I will talk about him in a second. He had a much better performance against another team than he did a couple of days ago when he had 5 picks in 5 consecutive passes. So I'll be talking about that in a second. Yep. This is happening in Denver right now. They play the Broncos on Monday. I think they have a joint practice today on August 16th and tomorrow on August 17th. And then Monday, they're going to be playing each other, I think, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. There you have right there. But anyways, this is a good opportunity for the 49ers to practice with another team. Also, I mean, facing Vic Fangio's team, that's pretty cool. I miss me some Vic Fangio. I wish he was our defensive coordinator right now. Nothing against Robert Saleh, but Vic, man, he just made that defense awesome when he was here in San Francisco with Justin Smith and Aldon Smith, Patrick Willis, all those guys. Missed that defense. But looking like from this practice session right here and everything that the 49ers have been showing on the defensive side of the ball, maybe we're going to go back to that form with all the pressure, all the sacks, all the interceptions. That is amazing. There's a lot of things that we struggled definitely from last year, and I'm going to be talking about that in a second. I'm going to get to it right now, but before I do, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That is going to help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls, getting absolutely close to 2,000 subscribers. I know I keep saying this in every start of every video, but oh man, we are currently, I think, at 1985 subscribers, so about 15 more Niner faithfuls, NFL fans. Please join this channel for football season. It's going to be awesome, and when I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a huge thank you and probably doing a Q&A session with you guys come by 2,000 subscribers. So, you know, ahead of time, thank you guys so much. Let's just get this video started talking about the 49ers and Broncos joint practice. This is happening in Denver right here, right now. This is a good opportunity for the 49ers, as I said, but also talking about playing in Denver, just practicing there in general. It's pretty rough over there just because the air is very thin. It's Mile High. Playing at Mile High Stadium, it's pretty tough. I mean, I see Von Miller in telecast videos. Even when he's been there for a couple of years, he's still using the oxygen mask because it's hard to breathe, not a lot of air to really work with. And, you know, if anybody wants to work out in the Denver area, it's a perfect place to do it, to be honest with you. You can go to places like there or Nepal where it's very high. I guess it increases your red blood pressure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor, but I've heard about that. If that's not accurate information, then I apologize. Somebody told me that, so there you have it right there. But yeah, Denver, very good place to practice it, and hoping the Niners are taking advantage of it. And also, you look at the Denver Broncos record, the time in Mile High Stadium in the Denver area, they have like about a 62 winning percentage, so that's amazing. Very, very good home field advantage for them. But luckily, we don't have to play them this year in the regular season. We played them last year in San Francisco, and we ended up beating them. That's cool right there. So there you have it. All right, let's talk about some cool things that happened for this whole 49ers/Broncos session. Going to be talking about injuries first. A lot of people were out for this session. Ronald Blair, Nick Bosa, definitely. D Ford, obviously. Josh Garnett, finger injury. Come on, man. Really, Garnett? Injuries? Huh, it sucks. George Kittle was out. A lot of people were out, but I'll name the rest of the players. DJ Jones, Elijah Lee, Raheem Mostert, Julian Taylor, Trent Taylor, Levine Toilolo, Jason Verrett, Kwan Williams, and yeah, that's the list right there. So that's about almost 10 people that were out for this whole practice session. Some of them are not going to practice at all. Maybe Nick Bosa and D Ford. I don't know what's going to be happening with them. They're probably going to be shut down maybe for the rest of the preseason. I don't know about D Ford, but Bosa definitely, they want to take as many precautions with this guy as much as possible. I don't want, you know, hopefully not an injury-prone player to get injured all the time. But yeah, that's a big concern. Trent Taylor, he might be out for a couple of games in the regular season. Kyle Shanahan's not really banking on him to be ready for week 1 against the Bucs. Jason Verrett, I don't know what his status is as well. So there's a lot of question marks in terms of injuries, but hopefully these guys are ready for the regular season. 11-on-11 drills, red zone drills, got a couple of interceptions, amazing interceptions, I would say. Malcolm Smith finally doing something notable, but this is the practice training camp session, but still better than nothing. So Malcolm Smith got the first interception from Joe Flacco. I think they're going to be starting him week 1 instead of Drew Lock, but we'll see what happens with Denver when it comes to week 1. Tavarius Moore got the second interception. That guy has been getting a lot of interceptions in practice. Hopefully it translates to the regular season, but so far, Moore, he's flourishing under the free safety position. He might be able to take Jimmy Ward's spot at the free safety position come week 1. Him and Adrian Colbert, they have a competition, I guess you want to call it, for that starting spot, but more going back to his natural position, it's looking like a really good change for him because he can do whatever he wants at the free safety position. Sometimes when you're quarterback, you're really stuck with a zone or man-to-man coverage, but safety, you can go all over the field. And guys like Cam Chancellor from the Seattle Seahawks, I know, right? Seattle Seahawks, but he was able to be on the field all the time. You know, when you have a hard hitter like that, that's amazing, and hopefully more it can be that type of guy as a free safety. Other things, who else got a interception or a turnover, I should say. Warner stripped Philip Lindsay, the great running back that he is in Denver, second year in the league for the Broncos. Warner stripped him, and Dre Greenlaw recovered the fumble. Also, Dre Greenlaw, man, I've been mentioning this guy quite a bit ever since training camp. He is just balling out so far in the preseason, regular season, or not regular season, I should say practice sessions, and so far looking good. I know this is all practice and what have you, but it's good to have it against another team, and also this is very good preparation for him and anybody else that is new to the NFL like Bosa and what have you, to hopefully get enough information, get enough practice sessions to see how it's like to play in the NFL, because as we all know, professional football and college football is totally different sport. You could be amazing at college football, but you could be humbled pretty quickly in the NFL because the guys, they don't play around. They're serious about football and what have you. Not saying that college players are serious, but just the athletes, they're more smarter, they're more athletic, they're more faster than college players, and it's not an easy sport to definitely play in any league, not just the NFL, but the NBA, NHL, MLB, stuff like that. But yeah, that's a little interesting tidbit of information right there. So really the takeaway that I got from this is defensively, man, they're just ready. I think the improvements that they made so far are really paying off. They're getting sacks, they're getting a lot of pressure, they're getting a lot of hits, quarterback hits, not just sacks, but also that they're getting a lot of interceptions, a lot of takeaways. That is the big thing that the 49ers, I'm hoping that they're stressing for everyone in the whole defensive side of the ball. Robert Salah, from Chris Kureg all the way to Joe Woods, those guys, they're telling these guys to get the ball as much as possible, give the offense a lot of opportunities to score points, and that's how you will win games. And that will make Garoppolo and company's job a little bit easier, because defensively, I'm pretty sure they do not want to be on the field like they were last year. They were on the field quite a bit for a lot of the times. I don't blame them completely. The offensive side of the ball, they return the ball occasionally, a lot of quick 3-and-outs. So offensively, they got to step up the pace as well for the regular season. But defensively, if they could just get some sacks, get some pressure, do some 3-and-outs real quick on the other offensive side of the ball, then it's going to be a little bit easier time. And you just look at the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you know, offensively, they just run the damn ball all the time with Ezekiel Elliott, and hopefully with Matt Breida, Tevin Coleman, all those guys that we have in the running game, we can emulate that. Just run the ball as much as possible. Garoppolo can make some nice plays because he's definitely a good quarterback in my opinion. A lot of you guys had a heated debate with me talking about Garoppolo not having a great 2018 campaign. But hey, that's another time to mess with. But just talking about how the 49ers can emulate something like that. Great running game, great passing game as well, because I think Garoppolo can be a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Garoppolo is a bigger playmaker in my opinion than Prescott. I know Garoppolo hasn't had a big sample size, but you know, the time he's played, he can make a lot of good plays, in my opinion, if he just stays healthy. So there you have it right there. But running the ball, passing the ball, and playing good defense, that is a good ingredient to making the playoffs and hopefully a big championship run for 2019. So there you have it right there. What else? What else to talk about? DeForest Buckner, he was practicing as well. Eric Armstead, he's been impressing so far in this joint practice session, but Garoppolo completing all 4 of his passes, no interceptions, nothing too crazy, so that's good. A little bit consistency issues I would think of Garoppolo right now. Hopefully he can work on that. I don't want him to have 5 touchdowns one day and then like 3 interceptions another game. I hope he can stay as many touchdowns as possible. So if he can work on that, that would be amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it looks like a pretty okay day for the offensive side of the ball. Nothing too crazy, but defensively, they really shot. They were able to get pressure against Joe Flacco and company, and a pretty good session, I would say, for this first joint practice session. No fights like last year, Jimmy Ward and DeAndre Hopkins. Wow, of all people, Jimmy Ward would get into a fight with one of the best receivers in the NFL in DeAndre Hopkins, but hey, whatever. Tomorrow there's another joint practice session, so maybe there might be a fight. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's all civil and what have you. Love to have competition, but, you know, fighting, it's not really going to do anything, and hopefully the Niners, the offensive side of the ball, they can take advantage of facing Vic Fangio's defense, because they have a lot of talent on that defensive side of the ball, and they have a great coach in Vic. I believe in him, and I think he's going to do really good for the Denver Broncos. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Wanted to talk about this real quick joint practice session. tomorrow, again, they have another one. Sunday, I think they're off, and then Monday they'll have their Monday night game against the Broncos at Denver Monday night. There you have it, guys. Please let me know what you guys thought about the joint practice sessions for this whole period today. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That is going to help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow on a Saturday. I might talk more about the practice sessions or something else like that and get ready for the preseason. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.